Good afternoon. It's a Monday and I'm still going at it. Now it's time to pull this engine out. Thank God for German engineering. I was able to take that thing off, which holds the radiator, and I pulled the radiator all in one piece. So there's all that room. There's all that room for me to go towards me and then up. Also, thank God for German engineering, making the hood vertically like that. So that's gonna be nice. Got all the transmission bolts out of it, all the power steering lines, AC lines, transmission cooler right here, engine cooler still in there, but all the lines are disconnected. So yeah, and good thing I bought the whole car because I'm gonna take off the AC lines and then power steering lines completely. I mean, starting from the rack, for example, steering rack, all the way to the pump. I'm gonna take off the whole line because who knows what I'll need when I'm building the Audi. I am gonna, you know, weld them together or whatever, so it's best to have the whole thing. So if anybody's doing this, yeah, get the whole car because it's the same price, about the same price. So yeah, I'm gonna take off the engine mounts, um, and see. I'm trying to leave the transmission in the car. I really don't want to touch it or mess with it. I'm gonna see if I can pull it. Maybe the pumpkin's gonna fall out, the torque converter, and maybe it'll make a mess. That's what I'm afraid of. So I got this plastic. I bought a whole roll, but I should have probably cut out a bigger piece. So this is the second piece. The first one I already threw away, all the oil and shit dripping on it. So yeah, here she is. By the way, I spoke to some people and I asked them why is it shaking a little bit when I start the engine with this new pump, and they're telling me that everybody has a different thought on this. Some people say, oh, it's the 3.5 millimeter, um, well, the pump, the 3.5 liter pump from the other Mercedes. It's not the same. The plungers are smaller. They're 5.5, and this engine should have 6 millimeter. A lot of people actually say it's the plungers. On the plungers, um, there's the rubber O-ring and the copper washer, the crush washer. Maybe they say if someone installs it wrong, or so the pump can have a leak either on the inside, which you won't see it internally, or on the outside, which is right here. So I have a kit that I bought a couple months ago. I'm gonna take off each plunger, put a new crush washer on there, new O-rings, and see if that helps. Why not? I still have them. Um, and I'm also gonna, for now I'll do that, but I'm also buying I think it's $250, $300 pump kit, which is the 7.5 millimeter plungers and gaskets and all that. And I'm gonna have to take the pump off again and give it to someone that knows what to do, and they're gonna uh, replace them for me because I don't want to go do it, and I don't think I have the knowledge to do it, so I'll just let someone do it. So yeah, for now I'll put the new washers new O-rings and see if that helps. Cause yeah, I can't sleep at night knowing shakes like that a little bit. It ran good with the EDC pump, but this one, it's doing that. But whatever, it runs. So yeah, I'm gonna pull it and I guess keep you updated. Okay, slowly starting to pull it out. Yeah, it's tricky, a lot of little pieces, but it's doable. So this is what I meant when I said I can move the mount over. So here's the mount, and if I'm correct, there's 2 more holes here. So there's 4. All I gotta do is move over, and then probably get rid of this little shield, and I can. So that's pretty much the center if I put it there. So I might have to do that to put it in the Audi. I'm so curious on how it's gonna be if I try aiming it that way. How much room will it take up? I found this little guy when I took off the engine. So that's pretty cool. If you live in Canada or whatever. That can heat up your block. And there it is. Yeah, good thing this engine hoist goes up pretty good. Because what happens with these cars is when you take off the engine, the suspension really goes up. And they do that so because diesel's heavy. So when you put the engine in there, by the time it lowers down, it's at the sweet spot. But when you go to take out the engine like I'm doing now, it just keeps going up. It's fighting me. I mean, I'm all the way almost maxed out, and the car's coming up with me. But it's still good. So yeah, I can go ahead and just start pulling it. Yeah, and that's how it goes. Okay, so pulled it out. There it is. It's a big boy. I thought it would be smaller, to be honest, kinda. But it's pretty big. I'm just gonna see if I can swing it in the Audi just to see what it's like. It's waiting right here. So this is how it is inside the S8. It's actually not too bad. Got some room for a bigger turbo. And yeah, this is where the front end bolts on, and yeah, it's sticking out. about I don't know, 4 inches. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to cut into there and make it work. I mean, there's no going back. I bought 2 cars, you know, I'm like 7,000 into all this, so this has got to be done. But yeah, that's how it is. I'm gonna see if I can fit the transmission on there now.